Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your May 2023 reading. Thanks for stopping by today, checking out this video. Before you go, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, Spirit, tell me about Leo in May of 2023. All right, boundaries. Okay, Leo, boundaries. I want to say with this card, the grass is greener on the other side syndrome is happening to you. I feel like you have been put in walls for long enough, or you have the sensation or feeling in May where, okay, I had enough. I have to bust out. I have to bust out of these boundaries or these beliefs or these ideas and try something new. So there's something that is not working for you. You're not sure where to start, what it has to do with entirely. I feel like there's a sensation of having to bust out and to find things outside of what you know and believe, and you believe that you're going to find something better, which you may. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, right? But as the cliche goes, it typically means no, it's just something different. It's a different kind of grass than the grass that you have, right? That's all it is. Different responsibilities, different caring for techniques, right, than what you have right now. So when you get that sensation, you just need to get out, bust out. You need to see different things. Just keep that in mind that sure, you're getting out there, you're learning new things, you're maybe meeting new people, learning about new cultures, or, maybe you're traveling, whatever. Just know that, again, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And typically it's just a different kind of grass. So it expands your mind, it expands your knowledge. And you can make choices with more knowledge, right? More choices, more things of how you want to live, or whatever this is concerning, how you want to see the world, or what boundaries, what you're willing to go, how far you're willing to go, let's say, to meet someone in a relationship, or how far you're willing to go to get a job, or how far you're willing to go to convince somebody of something. And then the same thing, how far are you willing to let someone encroach on you, or to push you, or to try to persuade you before you put the boundary down? No, I'm not going to do this, or stop. This is not what I want to do. Stop trying to make me feel bad, or stop trying to make me do something that I don't want to do. So there is a part of that too, while you're learning and you're out there in the world, learning new things and experiencing new things and getting to know probably different types of people. Let's get another card. Beauty and the Beast, unconditional love. Okay. This could be about a relationship, and it's not too surprising as there is a woman here and a man here. And not that I don't want to offend anyone who is non-typical relationship status. It doesn't matter. Whatever your significant partner, this could have to do with this relationship. There's a sense of wanting to find that unconditional love. But it's interesting that it says Beauty and the Beast. Do you feel like the beast and your partner is the beauty? Are you hoping that they'll accept you just as you are? I think they do. Or do you see yourself as the beauty and the other person is the beast, and you're looking for, if this is the case, and be honest with yourself, if you're seeing your partner as a negative beast, I don't think everybody would see having a beast as a partner as negative. So I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible. But if you're seeing your partner as beastly or not fitting your needs anymore, or something outside of what you really want. And that's why you have to bust out. You need to get out there, search for what you think might be better, but you're hanging on to this person just in case. Consider your options carefully. That could be a very slippery slope, and it can hurt feelings. So whatever side you're on this, be sure to consider all angles as much as you possibly can. And I think it's out of truly just wanting unconditional love, wanting to be loved for who you are, what you are. Have you flipped that? Are you able to love somebody for who they are and what they are, no matter what? So if you're looking for that and you're not able to give that, well, there could be a problem there too, okay? So keep that in mind too. So this might be some lesson learning here about empathy, about considering other people's feelings, considering other options, or considering that you're kind of evaluating your thoughts, yourself, your actions, and seeing how they affect other people, and rearranging or reorganizing or adopting new ideas or new ways, or letting go of ones that aren't working and realizing. So just be careful how you go about what you need to go about, and try not to trample on someone else's feelings. Don't let someone else trample on yours, and don't keep someone hanging on, or don't let someone keep you hanging on. If that, whatever the situation, whichever way this goes, okay? So boundaries of unconditional love. Isn't that interesting? You have the card boundaries and then unconditional love on the other card. Unconditional love has boundaries, because even unconditional love can be used against someone, right? If they don't have healthy boundaries, they can love unconditionally and get hurt. Even be hurt by someone who loves them unconditionally by not having boundaries. So carefully contemplate these things too, okay? All right, let's get some cards for Leo. All right, first we have squirrel, play and resources, okay? Squirrel might be a animal guide for you for the month of May. You'd probably be really easy to see. It's easy. Well, at least where I live, there's lots of squirrels running around. So I see squirrels almost every day. But if you're in a place where there's not a lot of squirrels and you do see one, even if it's not in your yard or out in the forest or a park near you, maybe on TV, on your phone, something like that, that could be a sign, a signal saying, hey, check out what's going on around you. What are you thinking? What are you talking about? Who are you with? It could be spirit trying to communicate with you. Make sure you pay attention to what's happening in the moment. But as far as play and resources, I think part of why you want to bust out of your walls, or out of your perceived walls, or your I want to say like bindings, like being boxed, like you're in a box and you need to bust out. You want to play. That's part of the problem, or not problem. That's part of what your needs are. I feel that's what it is. You've got needs that you're not sure how to understand, let alone express, communicate. That might be why the other person is feeling either maybe drug along, or you're feeling drug along because they're not communicating, or they're not even aware of their own issues or needs or wants or desires. So what's really happening is wanting to play, wanting to get out there and see the world. It's almost like you want to be a child again, not have responsibilities, and just see what happens. But with resources. So You want to get out there, play, but like you want to collect things. You want to collect items. You want to collect knowledge, experiences to round you out a little bit more, and do that through play. Make sure if that is what you really truly want, that the other person understands this, and to discuss if this person wants to wait, or if the roles are reversed, if you want to wait for them to come back, if that even will happen. But don't give the false idea that you will come back if you're not sure, or vice versa. Don't let someone convince you of something that you're not sure of, because you can tell that they have it, they're itchy, and they have to go scratch an itch. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of some of those types of energies and things happening. And then sea turtle, longevity, introspection, which is what I was talking about. Going within, looking at yourself. How are you affecting people? What are you saying or doing? Are you hurting your loved ones and not realizing it? That kind of thing. But with the longevity, I want to say it felt like longevity of the relationship. So if that's the case, if you need to escape for a while, or if this other person needs to escape for a while, be sure to talk about all the details. Make sure nobody feels like they're being drug along, or being not treated well or respected. And I think it might do both of you really well, maybe to be separate for a little while on your own, do some introspection, do some things for yourself and for yourselves, both of you. But I think the longevity of the relationship is there. Even if, let's say, you're lovers and you do your own thing for a while, you come back, maybe you're just friends. But the relationship has longevity. The type of relationship, that I can't speak to. So keep that in mind too. Whoever this person is does unconditionally love you, and you unconditionally love them. What the relationship ends up being is up to you guys, and how you deal with all of this and any other situation or conflict that comes up. Okay, first card, under boundaries, we have the High Priestess, inner voice. Yes, this totally goes with what I was saying, because the High Priestess is about hidden knowledge and what's going on internally. And so if you're having trouble understanding what's going on internally, you just know you have an itch that needs to be scratched, or you know that your partner is going through something like this. Listen to your inner voice. Take more time. Go spend time with introspection. Listen to that inner voice. It's always a soft type of voice. It's a whisper. It's not a mean or condescending or demeaning voice, kind of like how our internal critics can be. We can beat ourselves up for making a mistake, right? Or we can tell ourselves horrible things. We wouldn't say that to our friends or family, but we can do it to ourselves. So one, listen to that inner voice. If you're beating yourself up, do something to change it. Change the thought pattern, because it's easy to get stuck in a way of thinking, and you go round and round and round and can't get out, kind of like being stuck in a hamster wheel, right? So this is a card saying, and spirit saying, pay attention to that inner voice. You have inner knowledge, and do what you can to access it and learn from it and process it and use it for your advantage. Okay. Under Beauty and the Beast, we have the Two of Pentacles, balance. Okay. Interesting. This to me is talking about, normally the Two of Pentacles, I think of like juggling two things or having a choice. You have this or you have that, which I could see too. It could be about bringing it into balance. Instead of having one up here, one choice down here, it's equal balance. But I also see this as the two of you coming into balance. So maybe having a time of separation helps you both ground yourselves, helps you both understand yourself. You both have time to really think about who you are, what you want, how you want to go forward, and you can come back together in a more balanced, grounded, neutral state than where you are like coming into May, like one's over here and somebody's over here and you guys aren't seeing eye to eye and you're having a hard time, you know, that kind of thing. So I see this as a way to calm the imbalance between you. So you guys, when you come back, you're more balanced on equal levels. Under Squirrel, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Karma. Okay. So this does, by going and exploring what you need to explore or letting this person explore what they need to explore, this is a part of their or your karmic plan. It's something that was meant to be, that you're supposed to face, or you're supposed to learn from, or you're supposed to grow. There's something about this that is meant to be. It was fated. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It was fated. Whether it was with this person, or maybe if this doesn't work out for whatever reason, I don't see that, but like your next relationship, you'd still have to, you would come across the same thing. We end up repeating the same mistakes till we learn from those mistakes. And mistake is a negative word, but from our actions, we repeat our actions. Things don't always come out the way we want to, a different outcome. We learn how to make different choices in the moment, in different relationships or different situations or different events, so that you get that different outcome. But until you're aware of what it is that you're repeating, you can't change it. So I feel like this is something where you can change your normal mode. You can change your fortune or your fate of being on this, again, like a hamster wheel. Instead of just keep going and going and going, you stop and you're able to find a way out of that hamster wheel and move on to something new. Okay. That's how I see this card and what this is telling me. And by having fun and gathering your resources helps move that Wheel of Fortune into your favor and moving you forward into new territory, and maybe even learning or getting new types of relationships, attracting different types of people for different reasons, for different types of relationships. Okay. And then finally, under Sea Turtle, we have Three of Cups, celebrations. So, okay, see, there's definitely a lot to celebrate when you guys come back together. And there might be more people involved than just the two of you. You might even be involved in a relationship that's more than just two of you. Either way. And maybe that's part of the balance here. You have two people that you're involved with. You may be involved in some kind of polyamory or a triangle, or as I've heard some people like a V. There's one person that has two partners, but the other two don't intermingle. Whatever your situation is, I think by the end of May, everybody involved will understand the longevity of the relationship. You'll have to determine what type of relationships you want to have, but it's all worth celebrating, and everybody's happy and everybody understands what's going on. So it's a very mature way of working through your relationships. Okay. So whatever the outcome is, it's still going to feel really good. Everybody's grown, everybody's learned, and you in particular have changed your pattern. And that's what's important here. All right, let's get one final card. One final piece of information. Okay, one fell out, so that's the one we'll use. That is the artwork. And it says, inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. Ooh, there's some really good advice there. Be sure to consider that in all of your information gathering, for getting your resources together to understand what's going on with yourself and your relationships and with the others in your relationship. But again, inner worlds, introspection, go within, do some digging around, ask yourself some questions. If you need to journal, great. Talk to someone, great. Sometimes just talking, you get access to things internally that you didn't realize were there before. Or just writing stuff down, you get access to information that you wasn't necessarily on the conscious level. So, and especially with the High Priestess here and inner voice and inner knowledge and hidden knowledge, yeah, there's definitely a lot for you to explore internally. And the fact that your external world reflects your inner world and vice versa, that's a bigger concept that I'm not going to go into, but you can look that up too, and if you have trouble understanding what that actually means. But other than that, I think that's all the messages that I have for you, Leo. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.